We love our pets, but they say you don't have to spend a fortune. I'd like to see about that. For some, it's easier said than done. If that sounds like you, if that sounds like me, go check out this new book. It's called Pampered Pets on a Budget, Caring for Your Pet Without Losing Your Tail. And the author, a good buddy, a dear friend, Kristen Levine, back with us this morning.
Hi,
how are you?
Good to see you.
You look great.
Thank you.
You look
Thank
great.
you very much.
Who's this?
This is Jelly Bean.
Jelly Bean.
16-week-old kitty from Pet Pal Animal Shelter in St. Pete, looking for a home.
So Jelly Bean would look great with a red collar right now.
Absolutely. And actually, since we're talking about Jelly Bean, my first tip to saving money is when you're obtaining a pet, pet adoption is the way to go, because adopting a pet is less expensive than purchasing a pet. Usually the shots, the spaying and neutering, the microchip is already taken care of. Adoption fees run from $50 to $150. It's a bargain. You're saving money and you're saving a life.
And in a lot of ways, most of them have been microchipped. All that stuff has already been done.
Nowadays, most shelters microchip the pets before they go home to their new forever home.
You hold Jelly Bean. I'm going to reach for the book.
Okay.
Pampered Pets on a Budget, caring for your pet without losing your tail. Love the name. Where did this come from? What were you thinking?
I'll tell you what. My co-author and I, Jeff Barnes, we decided to write this book for two reasons. Number one, in this day and age, everybody either wants to save money or needs to save money.
Right.
And pets give us so many wonderful benefits, like you were just sharing with me a minute ago about Coco, that we don't want people to not have a pet because they can't afford it. The second reason we wrote the book is because a concerning trend is happening in veterinary medicine. Veterinarians are reporting that more and more people are skipping their pets' annual wellness visits to save money. And prevention is definitely, an ounce of prevention is definitely worth a pound of cure in that case, because it's much more costly to treat an illness than it is to prevent one.
You're going to be with us. We're going to have you here in the 9 o'clock. We're going to have some fun talking about stuff you can get for your pet. But let's stay serious with this for a second, because I mean, what kinds of things should you be aware of having a dog or a cat, and some preventative things, and then just that wellness exam?
Absolutely. What you should be aware of is what you are spending. And I bet you can't tell me what you spent on Coco this year.
No idea.
I bet you'd be surprised if you found out what it was.
Oh,
and embarrassed maybe a little. But first of all, with veterinary care, vet care is the biggest part of our pet budget typically. Talk to your veterinarian about what you should expect to spend on basic wellness care next year so that you can budget for that amount.
Right.
You also might consider a pet health insurance plan. They cost anywhere from $25 to $35 a month, depending on what kind of pet you have. And if you add that up, that's about $300-400 a year. That will cover you in case of an emergency or an illness, which I guarantee you, in most cases, it's going to cost you more than $400.
I know.
Yeah. So those are a couple ways you can save on veterinary care, or at least be prepared. But you can save on other items like food and supplies so that you have the budget for the veterinary care that's so important.
Right.
So I brought a few props, and over there in the plastic tub is dog food. And I buy Chili's dog food in 40-pound bags, but that would last him about 2 or 3 months.
Right.
So we just put it in a plastic container to keep it fresh. That saves me about 20-25% on his food.
And put it in something, because bugs love it.
Yeah. We live in Florida, so you've got to seal it up. Those items next to the plastic container, all those supplies, the bowls, the scoopers, I found at a dollar store.
Really?
$1. I paid $1 for each of those things.
Going shopping with you for pet supplies.
Now, another thing that people don't realize is garage sales, flea markets are great places to pick up items that are like a one-time purchase for your pet, like a pet carrier,
crates,
or a litter box and a bed. Craigslist, eBay. You can find all this great stuff for so much less money.
We're going to leave it there. When we come back at 9 o'clock, more of all of this.
Pet
It's so
gift
good
ideas.
to see you.
It's great to be here.